How is everybody? Give me a second. What's going on? What up? What up? What up? I think I'm good. I think I'm in the screen. I'm over it, guys. I'm over it. I've moved on. Finally. I finally moved on. We can move on to the Patriots. What up, Coyote? How are you, man? Bobby Murphy. Shout out to the Birds last night. They took care of business. What up, Lord Nova? Lord Nova knows and Coyote knows. We know. Now, listen. This is what I'll say. Eagles' offensive line looked real good. No surprise, but the Eagles' offensive line looked really good. So let's keep it real. You saw last night what their strength was. I'm not here to crap on the Eagles. I fell asleep. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had to wake up this morning. I missed a lot of the second half. I see Hurts threw 2 INTs. Yo, Puerto Rico, I'm jealous, man. I am so jealous of you. God bless you, man. Puerto Rico, you're probably beautiful weather, some senoritas. But yeah, Eagles' offensive line is the real deal. But in saying that, how many passes did Mike Evans drop last night? I saw him drop a touchdown, and Jalen Hurts took some hits. So that was a good throw to that no-name receiver that was running. You can't recover for that long. Afternoon, Regina Green. Taking a couple Tylenol. Got a headache. But, a shout out to Eagles. I told everybody they would cover. I had no faith in Baker Mayfield, even though from what I saw of the game, he looked good. That's right, man. I'm jealous of you. Just gotta be careful with all those storms, man. Hope you didn't get affected back in that last huge storm a few years ago. As a matter of fact, I got a friend, Anna Sanchez. I worked with her, and Anna is now living in Puerto Rico. Logan Motorsports, Fly Eagles Fly. Yo, man, congrats to the Birds. I was just saying how good your offensive line looked last night. Dude, Jay Smooth, you saw what I saw. I'm tired of hearing about Mike, what's his name? The receiver, Mike Evans. I'm tired of hearing about Mike Evans. He dropped multiple passes. So what was the second interception? The first interception by Hurts was horrible. What was the second one? Was it bad, or was it maybe like a tip ball or something? Like I said, I fell asleep at halftime. This weather is kicking my you-know-what. Logan, Coyote, thank you. Yeah. Listen, man, we'll always say congrats on the win. You were able to do what we weren't able to do. Your team stayed professional and at least showed up and played half decent. Eagles showed how comfortable you can be with an offensive line. Coyote, he had more time than you know what to do with. Right now, he's not, Jay Smooth. The scary part is they're still winning games until he gets his act together. He'll try to throw a touchdown to Devontae Smith, but other player caught. Okay, so Smith ran the wrong route on one INT. Okay, yeah, well, I know the one I saw, it looked like over the middle, like the first one. Fans make it hard to say good things about the Eagles. Crystal, I know, but for the most part, we got good Eagle fans in here. I live in the area. I'm not going to be rude. I'm going to, like I always say, I'm going to keep it real. There's a lot of rah-rah channels, and I love to be rah-rah. I love my Cowboys, but they disappointed me on Sunday. Now, that doesn't mean, yeah, you in here, you do have, yeah, for the most part. I took Hamid's wrench away, and I think he's upset. Listen, I have to give Crystal, you got to comment on one of my last videos, like actual videos. It won't let me do it on a live. Don't ask me why. I don't know. Let me try. Yeah, it won't allow me to do it. Just comment on one of my regular videos, like my reaction video from the game on Sunday. Then I'll make you a mod. I'm trying to get everybody who's in here all the time. I'm going to slow down the mods. But I did take Hamid's mod away, so I can take it away. Thank you. You know, I mean, I try and get back to everybody. I have more. Let's see. I have more crybaby fair weather fans trolling, giving flack to Eagles fans. Honestly, um, it it is what it is. Some people are just miserable in life, and they feel the need to uh, deflect their misery on you. I'm not miserable. I have good days and bad days. Listen, I am not worried about the Cowboys. They will be fine. We will. This is from Merlin the Wizard. I love that name, Merlin. Merlin, weave a mist. Transform me in the semblance of the Duke. You remember that movie? That was a good movie. They will be fine. We will get our O-line back, and the defense will bounce back. Dan Quinn will put a boot in the ass if he hasn't already. There we go. Did they only give you a 30-minute lunch? The cows are, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't like that name. Yeah, I get a 30-minute lunch. Hey, game time. But I get 2 10-minute breaks that I usually don't take, so if I go 31 minutes, it ain't no big deal. I like you, bro. You keep it real just like Mark does. Mark's a good people, but me and Mark go, like, back at it because he doesn't like that I give the Eagles as much credit as I do. He don't like that. He thinks I'm too nice. I thought Law said 1 hour for any full-time job. No, here's the deal. I get a half-hour lunch, and it has to be taken within the first 6 hours of your tour. Are you concerned about the Pats rushing attack, Stevenson and Zeke? Yep, Bobby. Yes, I am. The only team that will be rough this year are the 49ers. Yeah, I agree. But you know what? I get 2 10-minute breaks. I get my half-hour break, but I get unlimited bathroom breaks. So, technically, I could go to the bathroom for a half hour if I wanted. But, yeah, whatever. It's not like they're on you, but, if they wanted to follow the letter of the law. But what was I going to say? I was going to say something. Yeah. Adrian, I agree. Dolphins putting up 70. Sean Payton ain't happy. We all need to give Dolphins some respect. I'll tell you one thing, man. Cows, I like what I'm seeing from the Dolphins. It was funny. I had a guy in fantasy. He dropped Devin A-Chain last week. Now everybody's going to want to pick him up. You watch. It is what it is. I thought Chiefs were going to put up 70. Yeah, I was wrong about that. I thought the Bears would show up. That's okay. I want to get to my thought, so I'll try and go back for the chat. I try and get everybody's comment, but let me get my thought out. I was watching one show, and they brought up a good point. One of the DallasCowboys.com. Maybe it was the break. Arizona played desperate. And when you really sit back and think about it, Arizona played desperate like a team who was 0-2. Just put yourself in that spot. Their season is on the brink. They're not giving nothing up. Their season is on the brink. They were amped. It didn't matter who they play. It didn't matter who they were going to play. They were determined to give it 110% for 60 minutes of football. And Dallas was flat. So when you have those two dynamics, That can happen. So I don't want to overreact. Yeah, I broke it down about the middle of the field being open. I didn't like the play calling, but ultimately you had one team who was playing their Super Bowl. Now, Arizona will come down this week. Mark my words, whoever they play, I haven't studied it, they'll probably get their ass beat. But for this game, they were ready to go. Everything was on the line. And Logan, you're right. A hungry team is a scared team. So the key is to be hungry most of the time, if not all the time. And that's what I thought the Eagles were last year. Not that they didn't have some games that were shaky, but Eagles always found a way to win. Let me go back and grab the chat. I just wanted to get that out. All right. What's up? Game time. Mark Hutchins. Good afternoon, man. Or if you're on the West Coast, well, yeah, it'll be 11:30. Moster put the hurting on my fantasy team. Yeah, I actually won big. Dolphins, if healthy, they're going to into the Super Bowl. If Dolphins defense can up it a little bit, because you can't score 70 every week. Arizona was hungry and we looked scared. I don't know that it was scared. We just weren't up. Like we just weren't up for the game. And Arizona, that was their Super Bowl. This was our Denver game. Oh, dude, South Tex. That Denver game was horrendous. That was literally the worst game I've ever seen that I can remember. It was just we just couldn't stop anybody. At least we got some stops the other night. A hungry team is a scared team. I agree, Logan. Every team plays the Cowboys like this. Yeah, unfortunately, South Tex, it's the way it is, man. Dolphins versus 49ers in the Super Bowl, if I had to bet. I don't know, man. Right now, I guess it's hard to argue. It looked like I still think we could beat anybody if we play like we did the first 2 weeks. So I'm not backing off of that. I still think we can win. It looked like me that Cowboys were looking past the cards. Yeah, I was. That's for sure, Bobby. Brooklyn Joe in the house. What up? What up? Belichick has his Will Greer strapped in the interrogation chair right now. Will and Zeke. Hey, game time. Lady Libra, how are you? I'm sorry I'm late. Ruben Walls, no need to apologize, man. Thanks you for showing up. Jay Smooth, yeah, from up north, I can't stand the Eagles and fans. That's why I don't go to the games, man. I'd rather deal with the people in here, and if they get too rowdy, I just, like, we kick them out. As long as they're cool, they're welcome. I'm going to say right now, they're 3-0. They're the best team in the division right now. Right now. That don't mean that we ain't coming. We're coming, baby. Eagles versus Cowboys NFC Championship game, or the Eagles versus... Listen, I really think that we're going to be okay. We just can't suffer any more injuries, like on the defense, like in our secondary. We can't. We can't lose Micah. We can't lose DeMarcus Lawrence because he was bowling. Cowboys had 75 plays in the red zone. The second closest are the Dolphins with 53. Yeah, so that's a good stat. So if we connect on just 40%, or I don't know, what's a good number? What's a good red zone number? What's a good red zone number? You know? Hello, Logan Motorsports, South Tex, but let's be real. If you're missing 3 starting linemen, if there are going to be problems. Yeah, but you know what? The thing is, South Tex, that wasn't what killed us. Udoka killed us, but what killed us is giving up those big chunk plays on defense. That's what ultimately killed us. Even with all that BS. Now, everybody wants to get on Dak for that last interception. The game was over by then, but you have an eternal clock, and when your left tackle, who covers your blind side, is not able to block a fly, because he was literally whiffing on air sometimes, why we didn't send more help that way, that would have been the smart move, to send help with Udoka, limit our offense. Oh, well, but you could tell Dak's internal clock was sped up because he knew. He knew. Brad Harris, what up, buddy? Welcome to the show, man. Let's see here. Okay, 70% Coyote. So if we're hitting that, we're hitting that well below 70%. If we hit a 70% in that game, we win the game going away. Jay Smooth, I can't stand Cowboys fans, but but in Mark's stream and Brian's stream, y'all are good fans. Logan, there's nothing to be hating by. I mean, how can we sit here and flex? Now, don't get me wrong. We always play good against you guys, but it's not really about that. Let me give you a history lesson. Back in the 90s, when we went to, 4 Super Bowls? And we won 3. We were the team of the decade. The big thing was Eagles would always beat us. And I know South Tex can attest, they would always beat us at least once in the regular season. That was their Super Bowl. But us as Cowboy fans always would say, yeah, but we went on to win a Super Bowl. Now it seems like the roles have reversed. Even though you guys only won one, you have been to a couple. So we got to give you that. But that's as far as it goes. I'm not. That's as far as it goes. Right now, Eagles are a playoff team. I think Dallas will be a playoff team. It's how healthy are you, and how good are you playing? Play a 2-back offense in the red zone. Hunter and Pollard can run and catch out of the backfield, make some defenses. Yeah, I like that. There was a chance to score 42 points if we scored all of our trips to the red zone. Even if we scored, like you said, 70% of our trips, we win. That's the thing. Ward family, hello, man. I got about 2 hours of delivery left. About 2 hours. So as soon as I get done this live at about 3 o'clock, a little after, so I should be done a little bit after 5. But yeah. I was going to stream last night, but me and Phil did our show, and I just wasn't feeling it. Mark had sent me a link, but I think I'm going to do every Thursday night game. So just to keep a lookout. I think I'm going to, like last week I did it with Loyal Cowboy. I think I'm going to do Thursday night game, and Mark will usually Zoom in with me, and I'll try and bring on a guest every week to go with us. I'm trying to get Space Cowboy's supposed to get back to me. He might Zoom with us this week. So Hunter needs to be on the field more. Yeah, Jay Smooth, I like Hunter Lepke, man. Everybody's saying we need a running back, we need a bruiser. I don't think so. I don't think that's our problem. We have Dak that can run too. Just get behind him and push him. Come on, man. If you can't beat him, join him. I'm sorry. Nobody could stop the Eagles doing it. Now, I don't know that I would have did it this past game but Brock Hoffman did fine. That's what I was going to say. Brock Hoffman did great, and so did TJ Bass. It was Edoga. He cannot play left tackle. He can't. He cannot. But yeah, I'll be streaming every Thursday game, 99% sure, unless I'm not, I'm late or something's up and I can't make it. But I'm going to try. Jeff Lee, welcome. But I'm going to try and stream every Thursday night football game. It's so horrendous that I probably wouldn't stay awake by myself. But the fact that I'll stream it, to have Mark join in if he wants, because Mark always streams himself, but he could join my stream and stream through his channel, so you guys can hop over or whatever. I'm trying to get Space Cowboy for Wednesday. He said he told me he might join me. If not this Wednesday, he'll join me another time. V. Stradamus, welcome to the show. Welcome. The Cowboys fans kept bragging about how deep your roster is, and then as soon as you have injuries, you start making excuses. What happened to next man up? I don't know if it was much that as we overlooked the Cardinals. And the Cardinals, from everything I hear, they were so into the game. They were an 0-2 team that was desperate. So, that's what I would say, V, but you're right. I can't argue it. We didn't show up. I'm not making excuses. You ain't gonna hear excuses from me. I was watching the All-22, man. If Dak had more time, there was easy passes open. Dak just rushed. I'm telling you, South Texas, everybody downplays that, but when you know your blind side, that's why I didn't like what we did. Your blind side is shaky and whiffing on blocks. That's an issue. We need, hey, Alina's in the house. We need more play action. We just can't keep running every other first down. Bill will expect that. I agree. There's way too many first down runs. Yeah, you're a 7-point favorite, Logan. I think you're fine. Objectively, how do you see the New England game? I see. Objectively, I think we bounce back big. I think it's close for a while, but I think we win by 10. Honestly, if we lose, then we're like in trouble. But I don't see us losing. I honestly, Linda, after watching people I trust break it down, and I didn't really think how desperate Arizona would be. I give them a lot of credit for coming out as desperate as they were. A desperate, what's the term again? A desperate dog is a mean dog, or something like that. They were desperate, and we were looking at our headlines a little bit, and we're a little, it is what it is. I think Deron Bland did not play bad at all. They're going to pick on him, or at least try to, but he didn't play bad. Tyler Smith should have been tackled on that guard. Yeah, I don't. That must be. I was just praising him too last week, of course. But Mike Solari, our O-line coach, 35-13 Cowboys. I think we beat them pretty good, but I don't know. I think we score. I thought we'd score last week though. So, South Texas. Imagine the Cards end up beating the 49ers or Washington beats the Eagles. Man, I'll be happy. Yo, I can't expect the Eagles to lose a game they're supposed to win. The Eagles are going to have tough with the division games, not between Washington and Dallas, and then the Eagles have that tough stretch. So, I would just say this, Logan. Your offensive line looks really good. Defense doesn't look great. There was a lot of plays last night from what I saw, and I fell asleep at halftime. I saw Mike Evans drop a ball in the end zone. I don't know right now, but the good teams are winning, and they got the dub. So what can you say? Washington looks like them of old. Washington's defense is the real deal. So I'll be curious to see. Yeah, definitely, Linda. Got to take it one game at a time. That's one thing Dallas didn't do, and Dallas hasn't won for so long. I really thought, what's up, Mr. Cowboy? I really thought that we could rely on our defense, but we were sleeping, and we got outplayed. It doesn't take much in this league to look bad if you're not ready to play, emotionally flat, whatever you want to say, and the other team is desperate and playing like it's the last game they'll ever play, and their lives depend on it. Why do Cowboys fans wish injury like you are scared or something? Like what? Who wished injury? Who? What did I miss? Nobody wished injury. It happens. South Texas. It happens. Look what happened last year with Washington. Eagles lost to Washington, broke their win streak. Yeah, that's true. Definitely true. Everyone is down on Mozzie, and he is only on 12% of the snaps. He has to develop. Yeah, that's what I say. We're not. Yeah, I don't know what Logan's talking about. Nobody in here, anyway. I was sitting next to a Giant fan who wanted Dak to tear his ACL at MetLife Stadium. I'm not going to say all Giants fans wish injury. Jalen Carter was okay. I don't know that I would say awesome. He did make the one play in the backfield early in the game. He was my top-rated player in the draft, Logan. So, I was at the draft. So, Jalen does look good. I got to be honest. Yeah, like I said, he was my number one pick. A rated talent. Mozzie wasn't the problem. Defensive alignment was off. There was a lot wrong. It was want to. They didn't have the want to that they normally have. Micah Parsons always avoids contact and picks aside. Us zone run package will destroy us. Yeah, Pioneer. I was annoyed with Micah this past week. I still love him. Nobody wishes injuries. 5 sacks is awesome for Eagles. Is that what they got? 5. Ultra Cowboys say if Lane Johnson missed the game. He's not wishing for injuries. He's saying, like I said last year, Jalen missed, you lost. Lane missed, you lost. Dak missed 5 games, we won 4. That's all. I think you're heavily dependent on Jalen Hurts. That's what I wanted us to do. We suck versus West Coast offenses. I want us to use more running back packages. I want to see Deuce Vaughn get a series in the first half and a series in the second half. Is that like too much to ask? We need to save Pollard. Pollard can't be killing us. Put a package in. The dude's good. You know, you need to spread the wealth a little more. That way we got Pollard in the fourth quarter. Jalen Carter's off the field issues will pop up. I said the same thing about Calvin Joseph and Sam Williams. Sam Williams is killing me. I can't speak to Jalen Carter. I haven't heard nothing off the field. I don't think the Eagles are dependent on Hurts. He hasn't even played up to par yet. Our run game is balled out. Yeah, I would say so far this year. I was kind of talking about the last year when he went down, but we don't know. He's played the game. I think the drop-off is pretty severe. To that in perspective, Logan, imagine losing Kelsey, Lane Dickerson misses a game, and Slade towards ACL out for the year. Y'all would be in shambles. Brian, you didn't want Mozzie with the first pick. I saw a reaction live video. I was 100% in agreement with you. Yeah, you know what it was? He wasn't on my radar. I wanted Joey Porter Jr. Now, as it turned out, he ain't that great, or at least not yet. I don't know what the Cowboys looking for as scheme. I thought we were going to get the guy the Eagles ended up with. I thought we were going to end up with, what's your defensive end, Linda? Out of Georgia? That's who I thought we might possibly end up with. No, Nolan Smith. That's who it is. Thanks. So that's who I thought we would end up with, but maybe he don't fit in our scheme. That's all we're saying, Logan. Yeah, Logan, calm down, buddy. Linda, do you understand English, or do you take the small bus to school? Don't be rude now. Galb looked good. Special teams was good last night. I like that. I like that kick returner that you guys have. He's out. What's it? Covey. He's pretty good. I think he might be a Pro Bowl potential if he keeps it up. His average is up there. But yeah, Jalen Carter's off-field issues will pop up. What does this have to do with it? Hamid, Eagles fan, I'm just watching. Yo, shout out to the Birds last night. Good win. Wasn't, I thought there was plays that Tampa gave up, man. Mike Evans was ass. But congrats, you got the win. You got the dub. Now I know why Angelica stopped coming in here. Too many pigeon poop and wrenches. She was in here the other day, bro. You're the one that's always rude. She's not rude. I don't know why everybody thinks about everybody else. Always got to be something. Taking my Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis are beasts. I would say Jalen Carter is. Jordan Davis, it's all right. Ultra, if you can't take the heat, then leave the kitchen. We all have Jerry Jones syndrome. Eagles still held the Bucs 107. Yeah, that's good. Like I said, I fell asleep, so I'm not going to lie, sit here and say I know everything. What do you call it? Yeah, it was a good win, man. I can't argue with you. Name calling isn't winning anything. I can never, ever congratulate the Eagles on anything. Brad, that's fine. But like I said, it is what it is. You heard Mike talk about the loss on his podcast. He said we need to relax. We just didn't execute. Yeah, Micah, but the the great defenses don't do that. So all the talk about Doomsday 3, stop. 85 Bears, stop. This is what I'm talking about. Brian, you're my favorite Cowboys fan. I try and keep it real. I mean, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but I think I'm fair. If you want to, like I said, if you just want me to go and say Dallas is great, Eagles suck, I'm not going to do it. I want to beat the Eagles every time we play them. Trust me. Trust me. I'm hoping we win both of them this year. But yes, but this Sunday's performance, it just kind of this Sunday's performance kind of set me back a little bit. It's like if we could do that once, we could do it again. Hey, Elena, unfortunately, I gotta go, but thanks for stopping in. I gotta watch that a podcast. Micah is legit crazy. I like it, but it's not real life in the NFL. Yeah, Elena, I gotta go, but yeah, just rewind me. But like I said, I will see. I'm off tomorrow, but I will be doing my lunch time chat. Uh, I'll do it at 2:30 again if you guys want. Maybe I'll go on earlier, but I'll stay on longer. I don't know. But I'll probably do it for 2:30 again, coming from my mama's basement. So I will talk to everybody later. Be nice, Ultra. I'll talk to you. Peace.